Hi, everybody, and welcome to WFWA Main Event Wrestling. I'm your host, Joello, and we've got an hour of action-packed wrestling coming up for you, including today's main event featuring from White Bear Lake, Minnesota, Jumpin' Jimmy Brunzell, weighing in at about 235 pounds. He will be tangling with former NWA star, a man by the name of Maka Singh, a man that also outweighs Jumpin' Jimmy Brunzell by just over 150 pounds. Maka Singh and Brunzell coming up later on in today's main event. We'll also be featuring a great mat classic from a few years ago, and also a young star on the horizon by the name of Chris Jericho. He will be coming up in just a few minutes, plus many other great matches, all coming up in the next 60 minutes. We'll also let you know about what's happening in the upcoming week with the stars of the WFWA, including this upcoming Wednesday night, June the 19th at Georgie's in St. James at the Kirkfield Motor Hotel in Winnipeg, Manitoba. We're going to take a short break and come back with today's opener right after this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, time for our opening match featuring a man who returned to Winnipeg, kind of a homecoming for him to see family and friends and return to the Mat Wars right here at Club Taboo in Winnipeg a few weeks back. A man that now hails out of New York City, New York. Chris Jericho, a high flyer, taking on Stan Saxon right here on WFWA Main Event Wrestling. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're off and running. More action on WFWA Main Event Wrestling. You see Chris Jericho making his way into the ring after talking things over with the fans. His opponent tonight from Chicago, Illinois, Stan Saxon.
And this Chris Jericho has charisma. He is oozing it, and clearly a favorite of the crowd, at least as the match begins. Stan Saxon, of course, an impressive record as well, Joe. I think this is going to be a very exciting match.
You better believe it will. Stan Saxon sizing himself up against Chris Jericho. And Saxon, Pearl Harbor attack, if you will. Oh, wow. Listen to that.
You can hear it from here, Joe.
3 chops by this
4,
young man.
5.
6 chops now. Reverse rip or whip. Back body drop. The flying drop kick. What a match so far. We just got underway in this one.
Well, Jericho responded very quickly to that early assault by Stan Saxon, and at the moment is taking control. This could be one of those seesaw things, though, Joe. I don't know. It's hard to gauge at this point.
Oh, big shoulder block there.
Oh, but Jericho can knock him down. He's a big man, and he took him down. Oh, but the same can be said for Stan Saxon. Look at that maneuver.
Nice hip toss by Saxon.
Oh, and a mistake there.
You're looking at Chris Jericho from New York City, New York in the orange trunks. His opponent in the black and white is Stan Saxon from Chicago, Illinois. You'll be seeing a lot more of both these young men here in the territory.
I have to believe that, Joe. There's lots of talent in that ring right now.
It's my second look at a man by the name of Chris Jericho from New York City. Very impressive young man. The ladies definitely like him. Nice leapfrog, reverse leapfrog, and an elbow that lands square on the chops.
He's going to be hard to beat if he keeps moving like that. Saxon has more bulk, Joe, but perhaps not the agility.
Nice wishbone there, chicken wishbone.
There goes my head, Mother. Forget the bicycle helmet.
Right there on the shoulders and the back of the neck, Larry. That definitely smarts. It could numb a man's neck and knock him out.
I wouldn't have been moving for a week.
Jericho now with a nice chin lock. Applying a lot of pressure there.
I'll bet Stan Saxon wishes he was Joe Clark without a chin at this point.
I'm not going to get into a political battle here with you, but I guess you're right.
Oh, he's returning those smacks from earlier.
Jericho!
Jericho!
Nice monkey flip!
Oh, my goodness!
Saxon has to be wishing he was back home in Chicago.
I would think so, Joe. He's been taking a beating from Jericho, who's optimism, enthusiasm, and energy and agility cannot be topped.
Well, Stan Saxon, he's been around. He's more of a brawler, though. Of course, you see a lot more of the finesse.
There's a real place for brawlers, too, though, and sometimes the brawlers can overcome the agile ones. But, again, we have to watch the match.
Well, if both these men stick to their styles of wrestling and don't get played out by the other, you're going to see a very interesting match here between Jericho, the agile one, and Saxon, the brawler. And there you go, an eye gouge. He's the kind of guy that'll throw the rule book right out the window.
That's the first indication of that I think we've seen, though, Joe, and as far as I could tell.
Threw Jericho into that second turnbuckle, picking him up here, maybe a suplex. Oh, he's got him up there. Good-looking suplex by Saxon.
Jericho looks hurt. Could this? No, it can't be.
He didn't hook any kind of leg there. Saxon went for the pin, but he didn't hook the leg. Oh, what a back body drop by Saxon, who has come on now.
Shouting defiantly at the pro-Jericho crowd as well, Joe.
Well, he's got to contend with the man inside the ring, never mind the people around it, because he's got his hands full with Jericho. He's on top of things right now, though. A couple of big forearms. And Saxon trying to size him up, slowing things down a bit to his pace.
Oh,
nice cradle.
Oh,
he might have him. Nice cradle.
Oh, that
count.
was absolutely magnificent. But again, Saxon comes right back.
He surprised Saxon, but Larry, he didn't have enough weight on top of him. He only hooked him with the one arm and leg there. And that's what might have caused the kick out by Saxon. Beautiful maneuver by Chris Jericho, New York City, New York in the orange, and Stan Saxon from Chicago, the beast of the East, if you will.
He is a beast.
These two guys have been booked for more up-and-coming shows here in the territory. Stay tuned to your television sets for more details. 2 count. Jericho gets that arm up, though, to the crowd's approval. This one's been a dandy.
This has been a dandy. Most of it above board, Joe, displaying the talents of 2 different styles of wrestling.
Fire body press!
Oh, what a move!
1, 2, only a 2 count.
So close and yet so far.
Jericho might have lost a little steam there too, as well as Saxon, and Saxon comes back with that elbow to the small of the neck. You can tell this match is taking its toll on them both. Saxon sizing them up with a chin lock. I'll tell you, Larry, you're seeing a lot of old-fashioned wrestling out of these 2 up-and-coming stars. Well-schooled, both of them.
I think they both have appropriate respect for the heritage of this sport and some of their predecessors. They've watched tapes and watched matches and listened to advice, Joe.
What a mix of stars you're going to be seeing in the territory. I mean, with Ken Patera appeared here a couple of years ago. Jumping Jimmy Brunzell here. The Barons here. The young stars like Jericho, Saxon, Easy Rider, The Natural, Jason Power, Mike Lazansky. The list goes on and on. Some top talent in the territory.
Certainly is. And we're seeing 2 of the up-and-coming greats here. Jericho taking a blow from the mighty Stan Saxon.
Saxon landed.
Oh, he's holding his throat. Cancel the voice lessons, Mama. I'm not singing tonight.
Jericho, full effect. He fell to that blow by Saxon. Irish whip off the rope. He rebounds quickly,
Oh, my word.
Only a 2 count on the sunset flip.
So close.
What a maneuver. Jericho recovering quickly, though. A big chop now, and those will take its toll from Saxon. Whip into the other turnbuckle, opposite ends, and kapow!
Oh, Saxon leaves his arm on the turnbuckle.
Moves out of the way, and Saxon eats a little turnbuckle. Saxon felt the
Oh, he's
effects.
still hurt. He's just holding on. He can't move.
Hip toss there.
These combatants, like warriors of old, just trying to hang on.
Suplex now by Jericho. Dose of the medicine handed out earlier by Saxon. He wants to go up top. This kid can fly. Big landing, maybe. Oh!
What a move!
He might have a one.
I think he might.
Two. Oh, yeah. That's all she wrote. And your winner is Chris Jericho, the young, impressive star from New York City, New York. He's making his appearances right here in the WFWA.
Well, all right. When I pulled up today at Club Taboo, I saw 100 screaming fans and 100 screaming kids chanting my name, and I realized right then and there that Winnipeg is a cool place to be hanging out. You know, I haven't been wrestling for too long, but I've been diving in head first. And whether the water is shallow or whether the water is deep is for me to find out. But if I'm going under for the third time and I can't breathe no more, the fans come around me and pump me up, and they're like a big old life jacket. And then I can rise to the surface and breathe again. Because I've got the drive to survive and to stay alive. And I can't wait to show you people how I'm going to do it.
Live wrestling action this Wednesday night, June the 19th at Georgie's in the Kirkfield Motor Hotel. Already signed return tag team action when Bulldog Bob Brown and the Pitbull signed to take on Mike Lazansky and Chris Jericho. Also signed The Natural to take on Easy Rider, plus many other great matches. Coming up Monday night, June the 24th, the stars of the WFWA at Club Taboo in the Garden City Inn. Let's take you back 3 years ago for today's Mat Classic featuring the Titan and his opponent, a wrestler now turned manager by the name of Sheik Adnan El Casey. It's today's Mat Classic on the WFWA.
Oh, the Sheik from behind. Oh, big choke there. He's got something in his hands. I can't tell what it is.
You're right, Joe.
Look at the look on his face.
That's what happens to a rookie. You're right, a newcomer.
Ah, come on. The Sheik's got a belt or something. He's got something wrapped around the throat of the Titan. The referee, Hank Meadows, I can't believe it. Already, this match just starting. And Sheik Adnan El Casey, true to form.
He's softening him up pretty good, eh?
Sizing him up, my foot, Bobby
Soften him
Jones.
up, I said.
Soften up.
Listen to what I'm saying, will you, please?
I still don't know what those two men have any reason to be here at ringside. The Golden Idol, Mike Allen with the Golden Sheik, can only be trouble.
They're his manager. He's paying them. What do you care? They're there to give him some advice and some direction. They're not going to do
I tell
anything.
you, this Sheik Adnan El Casey feuding with many wrestlers throughout the world. Two names that come to mind, the big man, Jerry Blackwell at one time, even Kenny Patera, who's making appearances here in this territory. I'll tell you, if those two men go head-to-head, it's going to be a head-on collision, and you know it.
No doubt. But the Sheik is going to handle this easy. This is going to be an easy match for the Sheik.
He's trying to break the neck right now of the Titan, twisting an exorcist move, if you will, right from the movie. He's trying to turn that neck 360 degrees.
Let's see if this guy can really take it, this Titan. It's a good test for him.
Right now, a double nerve lock on that neck, and the Titan trying to limber up those muscles, I guess, eh, Bobby?
He is. Let's see him. I'll admit the Titan looks to be in good shape, but he needs more than just shape. He needs experience. And he's wrestling a man with experience. So it's going to be tough for him.
Well, the longer the Sheik keeps that hold on, the worse it's going to be for the Titan, because he seems to be softening up just a little bit.
Well, I'm glad you're seeing things my way a little bit here.
Oh, big sledgehammer there to the side. The Titan, it looked like a Mike Tyson knockout punch there.
It's a good slide arm punch to the side of the chops.
The Golden Idol getting it on with the fans here at ringside, yelling back and forth.
This is a move the Sheik does very, very well. He got strong wrists and a very strong grip. So it's very hard to break this hold.
I'll tell you one thing, Bobby Jones, I was impressed to hear that the Sheik Adnan El Casey here was signed for a match. You know, the last year or so, he's been taking his time getting in the ring, basically doing some managerial work, and look at him. He's looking impressive this week here against the big man from no man's land.
Yes, and he wants to do something. He's managing, getting a feel for it. He knows what has to be done. He knows the rules of the game inside and out.
All right, the Titan getting some strength. All right, look at
him go, flexing those muscles. The big elbow and another one. Oh, the Sheik goes right for the eyes.
See how he took those elbows to the stomach? The Sheik is no dummy, and he's in good shape himself.
Well, using the trunks there. I'll have to give credit where credit is due. Sheik Adnan El Casey, he's sadistic as ever, but I tell you, he's also impressive. Oh my God, I capped 255 pounds.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all.
Oh, look at him now, looking for approval from the fans. You got another thing coming, Sheik, if you expect the fans to get behind you.
The Sheik is toying with him now. The Sheik is toying with him, and I expected that.
Well, I tell you, capacity crowd on hand. Bobby Jones witnessing all this great action between Sheik Adnan El Casey and a newcomer here, the Titan.
He's my kind of wrestler. He uses my kind of moves. That's why I think he's great. He's my kind of wrestler.
I don't know what kind of deal the Golden Sheik has going on with Golden Idol Mike Allen, but I tell you, there might be a big money deal in the works. We'll have to keep you posted. Keep your dial set to this station. You don't want to miss any of the great action here.
And they'll do a lot of the negotiating too, believe me.
All right, the Titan getting some strength. All right, twist of the arm and the Sheik. Oh, and he reverses it. Oh, pulling him by the hair. What else is new with the Sheik? Breaking the rules.
Wait a minute, don't get carried away on this, Joe. I didn't see a hair pull. I just saw him pull him down by the side of the head there. I don't know where you got the hair, just because he has some hair at the bottom.
Come on, Bobby Jones, you saw the exact same thing I did. He's biting his man. He's trying to bite the fingers right off of the Titan. I can't believe what's going on here at ringside. Tony Condello, the promoter, witnessing all the action. Bobby Jones here. Wow, we are in for a good one.
Listen, Joe, I'm not taking sides. It's obvious. All they're doing is talking to the referee. But that referee is so stupid. He's not doing nothing. What are you doing?
But take a look. He's biting him again, Bobby Jones.
This game is a tough game. You don't play games.
I'll tell you one thing for sure. Referee Hank Meadows has his hands full in this one. Look at the Golden Sheik on one side of the ring, Golden Idol Mike Allen on the other side, and he's got one of the most sadistic individuals in all of professional wrestling to contend with as one of the wrestlers in there, in the Titan. I don't know what you want to say about the Titan, but Bobby Jones, he keeps coming back and back throughout the match, but the Sheik keeps breaking the rules.
The Sheik is, you call that a rule breaker? It's a simple takedown. The Sheik is tough. Let's not forget that.
Sure, it was a simple takedown. He's using the hair pull there. The referee didn't see it.
Let's just see what happens.
Come on, knock it off, Bobby.
Let's just see what happens here.
All right, I'm very impressed with this Titan. He's in there with a seasoned veteran, and he keeps...
I'm not impressed.
Look
I haven't
at
seen
him.
anything yet. Impressed with what? He's done nothing.
I'm not going to argue with you here at ringside. We're not having a debate. We're calling a great wrestling match here. All right, the leg. The Titan twisting over that leg.
Well, I must admit...
And the Sheik is in a lot of pain right now, and I like the looks of it. He's doing so. What has he got the referee there for?
Hey, come on. What's the referee doing there? He's blaming the man on the bottom. The Sheik has done nothing.
I tell you, this crowd is going berserk, Bobby. I can barely hear myself think
What can
here.
the Sheik do down there? The referee wants to break him. What's he doing? Nothing. Come on, referee.
Come on, Sheik.
Come on.
Never mind the referee. The Sheik's pulling him by the hand. Bobby, are you watching the same match I am, or what?
I'm watching a man who's in aggressive experience, wrestling some wimp who can't take it too well. But so far, I must admit, though, he has a hold on.
All
This is
right,
the first
the big
move he's had on the
hamstring
Sheik all
pull.
day.
The Titan's got to get on top of the Sheik right now.
The Sheik has dominated him all ever since the match started.
I can't believe the Sheik's asking for, look at this, he's asking timeout. There's no such thing as a timeout, and he knows it just as well as anybody else.
Talk to the referee. I'm not the referee. The referee gives him the time. That's fine with him.
I think the Sheik has to move in there, or actually the Titan. Come on, the Titan, you got to move in there and go to work on the Sheik.
Oh, he's trying to lure the Titan in, but I guess he's not going to come.
Oh,
he's afraid of the Sheik right now, obviously.
The Sheik could be pulling a psych job right here. Oh, now he wants a massage on the knee. He's stalling for time.
If that referee would pay more attention to the match.
Come on, get back in the ring. Timeout. He wants another timeout. Now he wants to shake hands. I can't believe it.
Now, why don't he shake?
I hope the Titan
offering a
doesn't
friendly
fall for
gesture.
anything like this.
It's quite legal.
Oh, the Titan fell for it. A rookie mistake, I guess, eh, Bob?
What I tell you about experience?
Right
What I
now,
tell you
the
about
Sheik
experience,
breaking at
eh?
the back. I can't believe how this man gets away with stuff like this
That's
here.
a man after my own heart. There's a man that's aggressive, knows the game, in and out. Is
How
tough.
can you win?
You got to be tough, Joe, or you're out.
The same
You gotta be tough
mentality
or you'll lose.
inside the ring as I have outside the ring inside the head here of bad boy Bobby Jones.
I hate a long, lean panty waist. You know that. I like a guy who's aggressive.
He's biting the ear. As you can see, he's got face paint from the Titan all over his face.
What is the Titan showing you? Anything? Or
He's
are we
showing
watching
me
the
that
same
he's
match?
got a lot of potential.
For what? Are you watching the same match as I am?
I don't want to cut the man short. He's stepping in there against a seasoned veteran in Sheik Adnan El Case. Come on, the Sheik is getting me frustrated here. He's trying to stall for more time.
He's allowed
If
10.
anybody's cuckoo,
He's allowed 10 seconds on that ring at the referee's count. Don't worry, he'll be back in here.
I can't believe this. But I'll tell you right now, fans, stay tuned in weeks to come. Because anytime you have the Golden Sheik involved, come on, get to matters at hand, Sheik. Get back in the ring, never mind the fans. Having it out a few words with some of the fans here at ringside. Get back in there. All right, the
Hey, that
Titan.
wasn't fair. He attacked him when he wasn't looking. Hey, come on, ref, use your head.
The Titan
gosh sakes,
going
come
for that
on.
turnbuckle. Introducing the
You
Sheik.
condone that? I
And
don't
the
condone
fans
that.
are going wild here. And the Sheik doesn't know whether he's foot or camelback right now, Bobby.
I'll give the Dynasty credit. He has a lot of stamina, more than I give him credit
You
for,
keep
too.
away from us over here, Golden Sheik. Get out of here. Oh, he went up for the big body press.
Try to body block up. No, he's not. So, yeah, he has to use the ropes. You're not saying nothing about that now. Don't count the Sheik out, though. Don't count the Sheik out.
I'll tell you right now, Bobby Jones, I made a mistake. I thought I threw all my garbage out. But then when I saw Michael Allen and the Golden Sheik come to ringside, I guess I made a big mistake.
You see that man in there with the stripes?
Big body, big
He's the referee.
drop kick there. I'm even losing my mind here in this one. This match has been a good one. Oh, he misses. Another rookie mistake, and this
A
one
flying
may cost
tackle he
him.
missed. He missed the flying tackle. And he looked bad missing it, too. The Sheik got out of the way just in time. Good timing.
The Sheik go for a whip into the ropes, and another miss. The Sheik is playing it smart right now, Bobby Jones.
Dynasty tried a pretty sick-looking drop kick, and the Sheik took advantage of that as well. There's a smart wrestler. Do you believe me now?
Well, he hasn't stayed on top all these years for
Do I have to
nothing.
convince you?
He's going for the big camel stretch.
That's a cradle.
That's
a cradle. Submission hold. I'll bet he gives up on this one. He'll never get out of this one. It's a cradle stretch. It's a
The
cradle.
referee is asking for the bell. This one, the referee has not given us your winner,
Sure.
Sheik Adnan El
Submission hold. You don't get out of that kind of hold, Joe. You don't get out of that kind of hold.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, our next guest is the former Canadian heavyweight champion who just recently departed from the stable of the Golden Sheik and, of course, let go his bodyguard, the Major. Well, in the meantime, he has picked up a new valet by the name of Miss Kitty Carson, and believe you me, his attitude just as cocky as ever. Here is the Natural.
You know, everybody on the street's asking me, Natch, why did you fire the Sheik and the Major? What's happening? Well, this is what happens to you when you look like I look and you talk like I talk. But you know what? I'm a 90s kind of guy. And I firmly believe that behind every great man, there's a great woman. And history has given us a lot of great women. We're talking about Joan of Arc, Florence Nightingale. Well, now the Natural presents Miss Kitty. And you know what? I'm a sensitive guy. You just ask her how sensitive I am to her needs. But let me tell you something. The big question on everybody's minds is, who's on top? Well, I'm not going to tell you, but I'll tell you who's going to the top. It's the Natural. And this little lady doesn't just take a ride on Air Natural. She's the head stewardess. Take it to the bank. Ladies, this is a woman that you could be proud of.
All right, wrestling fans, if you'd like to see top stars like The Natural or any of the other stars featured here on the program, you can write to us at WFWA Main Event Wrestling, Post Office Box 52113, Niagara Postal Outlet, Winnipeg, Manitoba, R2M 5P9. If you'd like to see the stars of the WFWA in your territory, drop us a line and we will get back to you most definitely. We've got more great rough and tumble wrestling action coming up. Live wrestling action this Wednesday night, June the 19th at Georgie's in the Kirkfield Motor Hotel. Already signed return tag team action when Bulldog Bob Brown and the Pitbull signed to take on Mike Lazansky and Chris Jericho. Also signed The Natural to take on Easy Rider, plus many other great matches. Coming up Monday night, June the 24th, the stars of the WFWA at Club Taboo in the Garden City Inn. Just a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, this upcoming Wednesday night, June the 19th at Georgie's in the Kirkfield Motor Hotel, all the top stars of the WFWA will be there. It should be a pleasure to return to sunny St. James in Winnipeg. Of course, the following Monday night on June the 24th, the stars of the WFWA will be appearing at Club Taboo at the Garden City Inn. Right now, let's get you back up to the ring for some more great wrestling action. Oh, and a nice elbow there to the chest, which is going to win Jerry Fury again. And that's what I was talking about. The Sheik, you know, playing around in the ring, strutting his stuff, if you will, when he should be staying on top of his opponent. And sizing him up there, I guess stretching out the ears a little bit. And Tony, you know this better than I do. That's how you get your cauliflower ears in the world of professional wrestling.
I don't know why he was arguing with the referee. He's got the best of Jerry Fury right now.
And right now he's landing those size 12 boots to the back of Fury, who's taking a bit of a punishment here. His face down in the mat. I don't know if he can get up or not. The Sheik might have him beat right here. He's going for a whip into the ropes. Here it comes. And a nice clothesline there that almost knocked the head off of Jerry Fury. I think the Sheik's toying with him right now.
Yes, it looks like that the Sheik is trying to psych Jerry Fury right out of the match. As you notice, those hard blows, especially across the body cross line to the neck, really affect to Jerry Fury's neck.
There you go, and the Sheik working right now. Look, he's sizing him up there, and another boot to the side there of the heart. And the Sheik's basically playing with them right now, going to work with some kicks. He's been working the chest area, now working the abdominals, a third kick to the stomach area there, and the Sheik sizing him up again. What a sadistic man, working the boots into that midsection area, knocking the wind right out of Jerry Fury. Right now, the Golden Sheik on top of Fury right here in the WFWA, and it gives him a turnbuckle for good measure there, introducing him to part of the turnbuckle family there, and a shot, a nice forearm smash, and another one to the chest. The referee asking for the break. A whip into the other turnbuckle, and Jerry Fury in a lot of pain right now. I don't know if he can go on a lot longer. Here you go, the Sheik working him over. What a mismatch here, Tony. The Golden Sheik going to work, but a reversal by Fury, who lands a shoulder block, and another one, and a third one to the Golden Sheik. He caught him by surprise there, and another whip. Oh, but the Sheik was playing possum. You saw it there. He landed the two boots to the chin of Fury. That's where the inexperience shows. Jerry Fury, maybe a little gung-ho, walked right into those size 12s. Take a look. The Sheik going up to the top rope now. He's going to come off a double sledgehammer to the back. That knocks Jerry right into the middle of the ring. And Ricky Jones saying it's totally legal. He got off that rope by the 5 count, and he's going to work on that lower back area right now.
It looks like Jerry Fury right now is out of breath completely after the hard blow the Golden Sheik gave from the top rope. They're really injured, Jerry Fury.
Oh, here he comes with one off the rope for leverage, and that's the third elbow smash in a row on Jerry Fury's back. I'm telling you, someone's going to wake up in back pain tomorrow, and I'm talking about Jerry Fury. Right now, the Golden Sheik's setting him up, and here it comes. Oh, a backbreaker to the side, and that's got to hurt because he's been working that back for at least a good 5 minutes now.
Blows Lada is very hard to the kidneys. As you can see, what is he doing now? It looks like a camel clutch.
There it is, the patented camel clutch by the Golden Sheik, and he's sticking out his tongue. He knows he's got his opponent beat, and the back is not supposed to go back that far. As you can see, he's putting added leverage onto the back area. Your winner, the Golden Sheik with the camel clutch, right here on the WFWA. And take a look, the Sheik strutting his stuff there, and he's going to do it again to him. Jerry Fury, come on, the referee's got to do something about this. He already won the match, and hey, what a great job there by Ricky Jones, getting himself involved in the match. It's good to see a referee that doesn't mind taking the initiative there. Your winner, the Golden Sheik, right here on the WFWA. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our next guest happens to be a former WFWA heavyweight champion as well. He was out for about 30 days with a separated shoulder, but he has returned with a bang here in the territory. I'm talking about Easy Rider.
Well, I'm looking forward to a real successful summer here in the WFWA. But there's one thing in the back of my mind that I will never forget. He goes by the name of Bulldog Bob Brown. Well, Bob Brown, you had your fun, you had your say. You being the legend that you are, you remember when you started in professional wrestling. I will make sure you never forget when you end your career. You tried to put me out with that shoulder injury, but it didn't work. And it's not going to work again. So Bulldog Bob Brown, revenge is sweet. And I got all summer, match after match, as I climb that ladder to the top again. I got all summer to look forward to the revenge I'm going to get on you. And if you think you put me out for a while, you just wait. Your long, illustrious career is about to come to a drastic close.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you just heard word from Easy Rider and how he wants revenge, and one of the names on that list happens to be Bulldog Bob Brown. And speaking of the Bulldog, he's also got his son, the Pitbull, with him in the territory. Two of the roughest, toughest competitors right here in the WFWA.
Well, you know, the competition is getting mighty, mighty tough around here. Let me remind you that Chris Jericho, you know, that Mike Lazinski, hey, they're on the loose. They're on the prowl. They're after big wins. And, you know, to get in the ring with Bulldog Bob Brown and Kerry Brown, whether it's singles or tag team, anywhere in the province of Manitoba, anywhere in the province of Saskatchewan, and even out there in Newfoundland. Yeah, we're coming. But I guarantee you one thing, Chris Jericho and Mike Lazinski, you may have the youth, and we're the veterans. But I guarantee you, when smoke clears the ring, you'll see the veterans always on top.
Do you remember when you were little and you used to get spanked for getting into things that you shouldn't have? Well, now you're doing the same thing, but you're a little bit bigger. We're not going to spank you. We're going to beat you from pillar to post. So kids, pull up your socks. When you enter the ring with the Browns, make sure that you come with both guns packing.
And you can even get a look at Miss Kitty. What a wonderful gal.
Live wrestling action this Wednesday night, June the 19th at Georgie's in the Kirkfield Motor Hotel. Already signed return tag team action when Bulldog Bob Brown and the Pitbull signed to take on Mike Lazinski and Chris Jericho. Also signed the Natural to take on Easy Rider, plus many other great matches. Coming up Monday night, June the 24th, the stars of the WFWA at Club Taboo in the Garden City Inn. Ladies and gentlemen, time for today's main event, featuring from White Bear Lake, Minnesota, Jumpin' Jimmy Brunzell, weighing in about 235 pounds. His opponent, formerly from the Calgary Stampede wrestling area, as well making appearances in the NWA, weighing in at 380 pounds from Saginaw, Michigan, Maka Singh. What a main event it was. Weighing in at 380 pounds, a former member of the Karachi Vice, formerly from the NWA, this is Maka Singh. His opponent tonight, making his appearance back here in Winnipeg, he is a former AWA Tag Team Champion. He is still featured as one of the top stars in the WWF. This is Joker Jimmy Brunzell. You're not going to see too many matches like this on television, but what a good one it's going to be. Today's main event, Maka Singh in at 380 pounds from Saginaw, Michigan, former member of the Karachi Vice in Calgary Stampede Wrestling, now working as an independent across the globe. His opponent tonight, the man needs no introduction, from White Bear Lake, Minnesota, Jumping Jimmy Brunzell, former AWA Tag Team Champion, superstar in the WWF, still working on some shows for them. He's worked in the NWA, the Midwest, going to Japan. Larry, these two men, very evenly matched as far as credentials. This is going to be a good one.
Well, you're darn right, Joe. Neither of them need any introduction at all, even though you've been most eloquent in your introduction of them both. But the outcome of this match is really up in the air. It's going to be really great to see.
This is the first time these two men have met. I am almost positive of that. Maka Singh in at 380 pounds. He's going to try and use that size to his advantage. Brunzell, lean, mean, fighting machine. Look at him. Great shape. He's still in. He knows he's going to have to go to the aerial maneuvers and try and size down his opponent by using his speed.
That's the way it's going to have to happen with an opponent of this size. But add to all of that the experience of both men, and you're going to have a very interesting match, Joe.
And now Maka Singh doing what he does best, yapping it up with the crowd and the referee, trying to get Jimmy Brunzell off his game plan.
But Brunzell is unimpressed. You can see the disdain on his face for his opponent.
Well, the experience is setting in there. Brunzell, the top shape of his life, he says. 40 years old, Larry. He looks the same as he did about 15 years ago, is when he broke into the business, and he's in great shape. But he's not going to get a guy like Maka Singh down with maneuvers like that, and Brunzell knows he was wrong. And look at Brunzell, though. He's just going to take a second and think about this one. One fall, 30-minute time limit, Larry. They got a lot of time to size down their opponent.
That's true, and you can see that happening, and that's a sign of experience in wrestling.
Look at Maka Singh with those big
forearms.
forearms.
Oh, my goodness, yep. Brunzell into the turnbuckle.
Oh, he moved out of the way.
He moved out of the way. Oh, a good kick to the knee, another one to the thigh.
And you see that? That's what Brunzell's got to do. He's got to get the guy down and go to work. Larry, he made this move famous. He's going to wrap that leg around that ring post, and he might snap like a turkey. Look at that.
Oh, my word. What a maneuver.
In Winnipeg, Manitoba. And thanks for joining us on the WFWA, because you're in for a good one here.
Oh, and Singh goes down.
Brunzell going to work on that leg. He made that figure four leg lock. One of his trademark maneuvers, of course. Watch out for that drop kick.
And timing is everything, Joe, and those earlier sizings up prove effective now because they're executing their maneuvers.
He's trying to work over that big hamstring of Maka Singh. You got to watch out for that drop kick or that figure four leg lock. Working over the legs now, sizing down the big man, taking the legs from him, if you will. What experience in this jumping Jimmy Brunzell.
Got his one foot on one ankle, Joe, and oh, what a move!
Brunzell now applying a lot of pressure there, locking over that leg, trying to get that knee included in one of the pressure points. My hat goes off to the promoters here for booking talent like this. Two of the top names in professional wrestling, no doubt about it.
And Brunzell dominating at the moment. Let's not count Singh out, though, Joe.
Are you kidding? He's been a champion.
Oh, ripping hair out by the roots.
Singh in at 380 pounds, still moves like a cat for a man his size, but Brunzell is doing what he's got to do. Size down the guy and get the speed maneuvers going. Two top competitors facing each other head to head, trying to set him up for that figure four.
Oh, he was dissuaded, Joe. He's holding his forehead, his eye. And Singh comes back. Elbow smash to the shoulder area.
Well, he broke the hold when he had to. He raked Brunzell at the eyes. And I am not one that likes the way some of these guys wrestle, but hey, he broke out of the hold and saved himself.
Well, he broke out of the hold, but you can't. I wouldn't have seen Brunzell do that.
Oh, of course not. Jumping Jimmy Brunzell, been a fan favorite for a long, long time. And
a man of Singh's size, it's disgraceful that he'd have to resort to that tactic.
A victory here for either one of these men would definitely help their careers out money-wise.
Oh, Brunzell down. That, I have to admit, was a good move by Singh.
Singh on top of things right now. Scheduled for 30, it's Jumpin' Jimmy Brunzell returning to Manitoba to take on Makhan Singh, making his first appearance in the territory.
And at the moment, Brunzell on the defensive, but Singh looking all too arrogant. That could come back on him, Joe. You know how these things work.
Well, these guys have fought battles against many top opponents in their careers, and you know that con game psycho jobs aren't going to work in this one. They got to get in there and go right to work, exactly what they're doing. And it was Brunzell in the early goings, if you will, and now Makhan Singh with a few power moves in at 380 pounds. Look at that bear hug, applying a lot of pressure.
Oh, Brunzell, look, he's hurt, he's hurt.
How much more could Jimmy Brunzell withstand of a bear hug from the big madman from Saginaw, Michigan, Makhan Singh? Brunzell trying to get the crowd.
Look at those, oh, he's trying.
Trying to break the hold, the crowd's behind him. Trying to break the hold.
This is do or die, can he do it? Look at the strength of Brunzell's arms here, Joe.
Trying to break the hold, but Makhan Singh applying a lot more pressure to the vertebrae in the back. Holding on now for a good 30 seconds to a minute here on this bear hug. Brunzell's knees might start to go, but he's getting a little bit more. The adrenaline.
I think Brunzell's getting mad, Joe. I think he's fed up.
The adrenaline pumping through the veins now. Brunzell. Oh, a little bit more damage done to the back.
See, now Singh is playing too much to the crowd. That is going to come back on him. One of these times, Brunzell's going to come back with a good shot. You see the way Singh plays to the crowd.
Well, he's got a little bit of time. You don't want to waste it, but Brunzell definitely hurt. And look at Singh going to work on that lower back.
Not denying that, but there, you see? Oh!
Brunzell, will he be able to fire back? We hope so. Makhan Singh in control of things now, working over the lower back, picking him up. More damage being applied. Oh, tough.
Oh, no, not this.
Oh! Brunzell out of the way off that leg drop. That could have saved him. Firing back with the right hand. A rake to the eyes. A shot of his own medicine. Brunzell, that got the spark plugs going again.
It certainly did, Joe. Here comes Brunzell. One kick, 2, 3.
Into that big bread basket.
You scratch my eyes, buddy. I'll scratch yours. Brunzell is hot.
Look at Brunzell now. He wants everything. He's biting them.
Oh, my word.
Brunzell breaking the rules on his own. Beautiful.
Brunzell turns into a carnivore on nature or something. I don't know.
Makhan Singh, tit for tat if you will. Makhan Singh, he doesn't know where he is right. A big uppercut by Brunzell.
And the big heaving piece of meat falls into the ropes.
Oh, both to the midsection. Oh, the old treatment.
Can't wrestle the ear appointment mother. Here we go.
Flying drop kick by Brunzell. Mucka Singh in trouble now. Turnbuckle action for
Oh,
Singh.
we're going to be seeing stars and hearing the birds tomorrow.
Whip off the ropes coming. Flying drop kick. Nails him over the top rope. Singh. That one landed right. You can hear that one across the room.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, Singh is walking away. Mucka Singh has walked away, and it doesn't look like he's coming back.
I don't think so, Joe.
He bit off maybe a bit more than he could chew. He showed his true colors, and that is your winner right there, Jumpin' Jimmy Brunzell.
I just want to mention all the great talent. You know, I've wrestled in all the major federations throughout the country. I've wrestled all over the world. And this WFWA main event wrestling has got some great talent. Kerry Brown, Bob Brown, Baron Von Raschke. One fellow who I'm real impressed with is the Natural. And another big man by the name of Maga Sin. So I'm looking forward to coming back to Winnipeg. And thanks again for your support, and see you soon.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, just a reminder, this upcoming Wednesday night, the stars of the WFWA will be featured at Georgie's in the Kirkfield Motor Hotel on Portage Avenue in Winnipeg, Manitoba. We hope to see you there for that big card. In the meantime, though, we'll see you in 7 days from now. I'm Joy Ello, and for all of us here at the WFWA, have yourselves a good one. Bye-bye now.